let's get growing. Day 7 of winter, year 1. We are well underway. We have been passing out. We now have 0 days left of passing out. Uh-oh, Ginger's up early. Ginger's up early today, guys. Alright, we learned how to cook plum pudding. And today is, let's see. Today is a good luck day. Let me adjust my mic here a little bit. There we go. Now I can sit up straight and with good posture. Today's a good luck day. We've got all of our kegs in our bachelor pad chomping away. Hello, Egg Salad. Good morning, good morning. Hello, Millie. Hello, Shadow. Hi, you are live. Now I can sleep. Whether you're on the couch, on a chair at the table, on a bus, on a train, or at your desk at work, you have my blessing to nap. Feel welcome. Just hit that lurk and close your eyes. Good morning, everyone. Oh, there it is. There it is. How many are we doing? 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna wait until you're done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm done. Okay. I think it updated, but I'm standing. The text is white, so I'm standing where there's snow there. Force myself to stay awake until you went live. That's awful. Oh, and Shadow Crest. Okay, so hold on. Now we're 6. And Egg Salad. Now we're 7. And Egg Salad. Now we're 8. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, now I'm done. Okay. All right, we're up to 8. We'll see it in a minute once we get off of this snow. Pierre's just here to sell us some stuff. I don't even want to talk to this dude. Shadow is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Shadow. We love you. Tuck Shadowcrest. Ooh, that probably would be a good one, wouldn't it? I don't know. We already have the blessing to nap. But do we need that? Maybe we should leave that out just for that one confusion there. We should not do that. Millie would never, Shadow. Pierre's just here trying to sell us stuff. He's just being his same old jerk self. Not even gonna read it. Alright, Joja picked us up last night. We've got the Festival of Ice tomorrow. Okay. We've got to put away all of our stuff here and get this day started. I believe we already have enough squid. I believe we already have enough squid. We did indeed get Willie his squid. We have a few days left for Gus's omelet. Good night, Shadow. Good night. Have a good nap. Get some rest. We do indeed have an extra squid for the fish pond, so we can sell the rest. Oh no, oh no. The playing core keeper is ruining me for the key commands. Alright. Let's take care of our animals. First we take care of Pickles. Good morning, Pickles. Love you. Alright, Mooshake, Moolady, and Tumnus have been petted, and Alan has also been petted. Nessie, welcome in. I'm streaking. Oh no, look away. Avert your eyes, everyone. Avert your eyes. Nessie is streaking on a 7-stream streak. Thank you, Nessie. I appreciate it. It's wonderful to have you. Feeling any better today, Ness? Did you get your rest? I was so glad to see that you had gotten a nap yesterday. I'm sure everyone that's in this chat is already aware, but Nessie is the coziest of cozy streamers. She holds the title. So if you haven't already, absolutely click on that link and check her out next time she's streaming. You will not regret it. Nugget has been petted. Lizard has been petted. Hen Solo has been petted, and Reptar has been petted, and Ribbits has been petted. Quackers has been petted. We already got our duck feather for the community center. Sir Exelot has been petted. Chickadee has been petted. Alright, all of the animals have been petted. And we've got some cheese, and we've got some mayonnaise. I'm just going to save that duck feather now that we've already gotten it into the community center. And at some point we can just drop off a bunch of eggs at Gus's. We don't need to wait. There's no need to wait, so we might as well do that now. Do we have 24 here? Let's see. 10, 18, 24. There we go. That's 24. Alright, so we do have a quest here. The Midnight Carp Pond wants 10 coal. Okay. I'm honestly not sure if I have 10 coal right now. I know we just used a bunch of it. Oh boy, did I. I was zonked after work so badly I emailed HR to express my disability concerns, slept from when I redeemed till 9, then fell asleep again 10 p.m. till 3:30 a.m., then couldn't sleep, but I was destroyed. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I mean, that had to have been... wow. Well, I'm glad you got the rest, though. I'm glad you got the rest, but definitely you're going to have to adjust your schedule. That can't go on. That cannot go on like that. Got some wood from the wood skips. I don't really feel like the wood skips give us anything tremendous, but it's a little bit here and a little bit there. They gave us some hardwood before. So that's appreciated. Some free hardwood. Alright, so what else are we doing? We're going to drop off the eggs for this, and that way tomorrow when we collect the eggs it'll auto-complete. They don't have to be the same eggs that you collect. You can put 24 eggs that you had already in the fridge, and then gather 24 eggs separately, and it does complete this quest. So that's what we're doing. We need to give the sand dragon its last meal. Feeling a little better now. Not knitting the knitting day in, day out was ruining me, yes. Usually only knit for an hour in my own time, so 3 days in a row, 8 hours a day was definitely too much. I agree, yes. Simplistic spork. Oh, the words are hard already. Simplistic spork, welcome in. Good morning. Good to see you. How's it growing? Still nursing a little bit of a sore throat. I'm going to be through this cup of tea in 10 minutes flat, I think. Alright, let's see. So Robin is working on that. Do we have 10 coal? We do. We do have 10 coal. So we'll go ahead and give that to the Midnight Carp. They are now having to find me other work and have taken the knitting duties off me. Relieved, to be honest. Yes, relieved. What are you knitting 8 hours a day? What is the end product? I love that part, throwing stuff in. The fish seem happy. Simplistic Smork had a migraine all day, but doing okay. Hope your throat gets better soon. I hope your migraine gets better soon. I know what that's like. I know what that's like. When you have it, there's not really much you can do except just wait. I've never had any luck with the, in the US we have Excedrin, and there's all kinds of, there's all kinds of over-the-counter stuff. I've never had any luck with any of that stuff. Knitting a sweater for a photo shoot. Okay. So you're doing it front to back. You're doing it start to finish. It's 100% your project. Yeah, Spork, nothing touches it. I've had that, and it's just awful. You have to close the drapes, turn off the lights, keep all the volumes down low, close your eyes, and just kind of suffer through it until it's gone. I feel bad. Cup of hot tea, some soup usually does help. We were each given one to work on to help for deadline. Okay, okay. Alright, so we definitely need more coal as well. So we'll have to buy some coal. Robin's working on that fish pond. And I would like her to build another shed. But for now, we might just have her work on fish ponds for a while so that we can save up some money. We are going to want to do another Skull Cavern run soon. We have this magic rock candy now. Just eating some warm chili, then going to close my eyes whilst I listen. Well, of course, as you know, lurking is welcome. So, if you happen to have a moment, just type in that lurk command and let us know. I love knitting too and wish I could do it, but then there's women complaining about doing it, and I wish I could but can't. Rotten peaches. Throw those dirty peaches. Were you here when I told them about the rotten peaches emote? This rotten peaches emote came through just fine, but I tried to animate that very same image so that it looked like it was flying through the air, and it got rejected for sexually explicit imagery. I could not believe it. Could not believe it. It's the same peach. So I'm going to try again in a week or so. I'll just adjust the image slightly, put some random color dots in places, and then try again. Because there was no... The peaches was too sexy to be thrown. Slutty peach, yeah. There was no appeals process. I couldn't try to get a human involved, so I'm sure it's just AI, you know? Alright, so I think we're just buying coal. We're dropping off these eggs. We're buying coal. And we'll probably break open some geodes. And we've got to give an amethyst to Emily. So this is all stuff we've got to do today. We've got to go give the sand dragon its last meal. It is Sunday, but we can get a couple staircases from the desert trader as well while we're there. I've seen way more suggestive emotes. Yes, way more. That peach is not even a little bit. But I'm sure that's all it is. It's just AI, and I don't have the choice to even ask for a human to look at it. So, alright, let's not get started with that again. We've already done that once. Trying to everybody spamming their most suggestive emotes in chat. Just for science. Shadow started it for science. It was quite a time. Yes, it was quite a time. No, you weren't there for that. I can clip it for you though. I know exactly where it is. I can clip it for you if you want. I'm not sure that all the emotes come through on the stream recording very well, but it's there. Alright, I'll go back. Shadow clipped it, but it didn't really get the emotes on the screen. But because of that clip, I'll be able to find where it was and clip around it. Alright, let's get some coal. Oof, that's not cool. We're like broke now. Alright, well we are broke now, but that's fine. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh my. Alright, let's break some geodes, see if there's anything else for the museum. While I skillfully change the subject. I'm back to my clementine tea today. It's quite nice. It's a beautiful foggy morning here. Saw that one and was like, well, that's happening. It's a beautiful foggy morning here. The old puppers had a nice walk out in the fog. Found some fox scat. Amethyst ring. Ooh, we got a couple lucky lunches. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. That's gonna make for a decent Skull Cavern run. Excuse me. We found some fox poop. Very close to the house, actually. So that was a bit surprising. I mean, it's not that surprising, but still. It was much closer to the house than I've ever found any before, so I was mildly surprised. Alright, what's next? What's next? We probably swing back by the house to empty out here. Oh, and crab cakes. That's also a good one. Yeah, we'll swing back by the house to empty out. The farm, yes, real life. We're talking, okay, the fox scat, yes, was close to the real life house, yes. Yes, I've never found any fox scat in Stardew Valley. Never have. Alright, we do want to drop by Gus's, so we might as well just walk. And you know what, I might as well just eat the crab cakes. Just speed us up a little bit. I've never found any animal scat at all in this game. Oh, I can't go into Gus's just yet. If I was rich, the first thing I'd do would be to hire a maid and a chef. Me too, me too. A new addition from the last update. Wild animal poo. Collect it for fertilizer. Whoops, I saw an artifact spot. It was not, in fact, an artifact. Actually, I'll keep the Omni Geodes for the Desert Trader. Okay, the coal can go. We'll make bombs. We'll make bombs later. We'll come back and make bombs later. We can make 150 bombs. So that should do us for a while. That should do us for one Skull Cavern run, anyway. Okay. Slowly getting through it, slowly getting through it. I'm going to put the Lucky Lunches in the Skull Cavern chest. Okay. Alright, so we can go to the desert now and take care of this stuff. And then when we go to Gus's, we'll also give Emily this amethyst. Me and the mister are going on a date night tonight for food. Doing a little dance on your behalf here, Ness. Sounds wonderful. Sounds wonderful. You deserve it, every minute of it. We'll head over. Oh, of course I don't. I don't have enough money for the bus. Thankful with my duties changed, I might actually make it. Nice, nice. I've got to go sell Pierre a cheese just so that I can afford the bus fare. There we go. I did post that short. I edited the short of our grand finale where we bankrupted Pierre last month. So I posted that short into the Chill Shorts channel on the Discord. I found it quite funny. Ness gonna get me the biggest burger and dive into a blessed nap. Oh boy. A food nap, a food coma. You'll need an extra day just to digest. Alright, let's give this puppy its last meal. You place the essence in the dragon's maw. Only then do you notice a note hidden in the eye socket. You've proven yourself, kid. Check out the pile of lumber next to your house. Okay. That's one I would never have been able to figure out that without looking it up. I'm perfectly happy to admit that I would have never figured that out. A few more warp totems while we're here. And one of these days I will get the crab shell ring and the lava katana so that I can stand in the bomb blasts without repercussions. Although they use a lot of salt, and the last time it kept me up half the night, so I might be up late chilling. Well, that's one thing that I don't enjoy about restaurant meals. That happens to me a lot too. It's delicious, and it's such a great time, and then I get home and I'm so terribly thirsty for the next 48 hours. Just trying to rehydrate from all the salt that I've eaten. Find myself thirsting something fierce. Alright, we've got a couple minutes left before 2 o'clock. So we might as well spend it fishing, right? We might as well spend it fishing. Yeah, after restaurant meals, I find myself absolutely chugging whole glasses of water at a time. Just a few hours later. Well, one fish was enough. It's almost 2 o'clock. Hardly use salt normally, so it sends me wild, yeah. I enjoy salty things, or at least I thought I did, you know, but the restaurant meals is a bit on another level. How's it going, Gus? Here you go. Okay, and then tomorrow, when we harvest our eggs tomorrow, that will auto-complete this quest. And we should be able to... Emily doesn't start work until later, but we should be able to find her, I think. She's probably at home. One time, Gus fell in the river during the ice festival. We had to build a huge fire in the saloon to dry him out. Gus is just an all-around good guy. I love Gus. Oh, yep. I don't come into their house very often, so when I do, it's frequently a cutscene. Great, everyone has their stone. Now close your eyes and take slow, deep breaths. Focus on your lungs. Visualize the pure energy flowing into your body with every breath. And when you exhale, feel all the tension and negative energy flowing out, leaving you more and more relaxed with every breath. Now, open your heart to the vibrational frequency of your stone. This is where she loses me. Do you feel anything? Nope. I do, says Marnie. Relaxed, says Carolyn. Not me joining in to Chill's perfect narration. Are you doing it too? Aw. Looks like the gemstones were put to good use, I guess. Alright, Emily, I'll talk to you first. Hi, just to let you know I'm here. Yes? Oh, my favorite stone, you're so sweet. Huh? It's from who? Oh, you got it at Clint's? Well, I don't care where you got it from. It's beautiful. Thank you. Smooch. You should make your own meditation recordings. You know, that's not even close to the first time someone has said that. Over the past 2 months since I started streaming, maybe I should think about it. You're probably the 10th person to say that. Will you say hi to Alex for me? No, Haley, you gotta do that yourself. The people aren't wrong. I mean, maybe I should try. I just wouldn't even know where to start. Alright, so we've got all of that stuff done, I guess. We can head back to the farm. Hey, Vince. We can head back to the farm, get cleaned up, and maybe do some iron farming before we fish until we pass out. What have we got? We've got some forage. The pike can go straight in the bin. We've got our skull cavern stuff. And 1 maple seed. Actually, you know what? It's been a while since we've gone down and got hardwood. I'm sure we're going to need hardwood for something else. Actually, I know we do. We need at least 100 for that, the raccoon stump. Okay, stuff's growing well there. We'll need at least 100 hardwood for that raccoon stump. So we should probably be farming the secret woods a bit. I'm gonna wait until that's another task to do, is to go through the quarry and get that golden scythe. I want to wait because I started scything the grass and I just wasn't getting much hay with the regular scythe. Anything cool here? Well, I have no money anyway, but a globe, that is cool. But I have no money because I spent it all on coal. It's very peaceful here at night. This is my thing with all these other cozy games, like Fields of Mystery it looks wonderful. Core Keeper is fun for sure, but the sound design is just different on everything. I can never really get over how well scored this is. You know, the soundtrack and the sound effects. I love every minute of listening to Stardew Valley. The quality of life features as far as gameplay goes for these other games, absolutely love it. jumping and swimming, auto-sending items to chests that you don't have to open first. But the sound design, for me, is just a huge part of why this game is so relaxing. The songs are perfection, they're beautiful, yes. And so I think that's why I keep coming back to this game, because it's just everything about it. It's not necessarily just about the gameplay, it's about the thing as a whole, that it's just very relaxing. I'm gonna miss that 14 times before I finally hit it. Alright, let's fish until we pass out down here. We haven't done a lot of fishing in Cindersap Forest. And even just this simple thing, even the little pops when picking up, oh, I love that. That's kind of my favorite sound. But even like this, running through the snow and running across a bridge. It's just such perfect sound design. It all works together. But yes, the pops when you're picking stuff up, I especially love. That's the one part that I really enjoy about doing Skull Cavern runs, is blowing up whole floors and then running around picking up 100 things. And after you get the farming mastery with the iridium scythe, harvesting crops with the iridium scythe, very satisfying. So we'll just fish until we pass out here. And I'm going to probably finish my tea while we do this. I might have to take a special break just to go make some more tea, because I don't think I'm going to make it to the next ad break. Worky lurky time. All right. You do what you got to do, Nessie. I'll be here fishing, and I'll probably be fishing somewhere else when you get back. Alright, we got some perch roe and a nautilus fossil, but not a nautilus shell. The nautilus shell is actually what I need for the community center. Yep, you can hit that lurk command and I'll know. And then we'll all know that you're not in chat with us. You're just listening. Nessie is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Ness. We love you. Enjoy. So, I'm definitely looking for a day for a Skull Cavern run at this point. I went and we spent all of our available money on coal. Simplistic Spork is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Spork. We love you. We went and we spent our money on coal so that we could make some bombs. So we're going to go ahead and do that. If tomorrow is an Iridium Luck Day, I think we are prepared enough. It won't be perfect, but it will be good. It would be nice to have another couple days to farm iron and coal and get a couple more bombs and have some more gold, some more money available. But if not, that's fine. We are absolutely going on the next Iridium Luck Day. From here on out, we're going to be trying to go on every Iridium Luck Day if we can. But if I'm not prepared, we're not going. I'm not trying to do a mediocre Skull Cavern run. I do not enjoy Skull Caverns enough to do mediocre Skull Cavern runs. We want at least a full stack of stone for every time we go. Okay, that was an interesting fish. Lingcod, okay. It hugged the top, more so than I think I've ever seen. Even the pufferfish doesn't float that hard. But yes, we've got Robin on our 14th. Oh, I was trying to get off the fish to get the chest. Robin is currently working on our 14th fish pond. So we still need, what's that, 87. So we still need lots of stone. We still need lots of stone. So that's actually, surprisingly enough, stone is really what we're after in the Skull Caverns. It's a funny thing. We don't actually need a ton of iridium for this run. We're not doing a bunch of iridium sprinklers. We'll want some for crystallariums and such, but we probably already have as much as we kind of need. There's going to be some things that we want it for, and we're going to have more than enough. We're definitely going to want iron and copper and gold for building machines, and coal, but we're going to have to keep purchasing coal. That's just how this is going to go. We could, I guess, spend time farming wood and making charcoal. That would work. Ha ha ha. That would work, but I've never really enjoyed that process. It is definitely a way. It's a cheap way to get lots of coal, for sure. And maybe we should. Maybe we should. It would be a lot cheaper than continuing to buy coal from Clint. And I guess once the thing is we need the wood for the kegs and the preserve jars, and the preserve jars also use a lot of coal. So using the wood to make the coal maybe holds us back from completing all of our preserve jars as we want to. We want an entire big shed full of preserve jars. So that's 137, if I remember correctly, but because I use an indicator machine outside, that's 138 preserve jars. That is a lot of coal. And a lot of wood. And also a lot of stone. So this is why we're doing the Skull Cavern runs specifically for stone farming. Because we can get a full stack of stone or more, sometimes a stack and a half, out of each and every Skull Cavern run that we do. Alright, terribly displeased today. Horrible luck today. Linus picked us up last night. Speaking of which, I need to adjust the counter down. Okay, we're down to 7 fish until we pass out days. What did we get? We got some algae, some coral. All of the fish can be sold. That's it for this one. Just one row out of all that. Okay. So all of the fish can go straight in the bin. And I'll keep the Nautilus fossil. Again, I don't know. I've repeated myself so much on this one. I understand, but I don't know what the fish are going to ask for. So I kind of have to hoard everything. We've got some more powder melon seeds. We'll just plant those after the first harvest is done, so it's all on the same schedule. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and refill these preserve jars. What we want to do, we want to transition these into the shed now. It's time. Angler. Excuse me. Albacore, anchovy. Okay, I think that's all of the high value stuff. So probably stonefish and ice pip would be the next ones. So let's just harvest it, and then we'll chop these all up and put them in the shed. And then we'll get that going. And at our earliest convenience, we'll get Robin on another big shed. But for now, we're definitely going to be doing... Oh, today's a festival day, so she's not working today. Good morning, Pickles. Love you. We're just going to do fish ponds for a bit to save up some money. They're the cheapest thing that I can get her to build for me right now. Whoops. That tends to happen to me sometimes. I block myself in with a machine. Alright. So the legend row goes first. We want to work our way down from expensive down. We want to do the high value stuff, make sure it gets put in the machines first. Okay, we're definitely cooking now. We're going to work our way through what we have right now. And that's great. We've been saving this up, and now we get to be paid for it. And that right there that we just did was a decent bit of money anyway, so we're good to go. We have a good income here. Alright, let's take care of our animals. Tumnus has been petted and does not have milk today. Moolady has been petted and milked. Mooshake has been petted and milked. And Alan has been petted. Oh, I need to make the cheese, of course. Of course I need to make the cheese. There we go. Quackers has been petted. Ribbits has been petted. Reptar has been petted. Nugget has been petted. Chickadee has been petted. Lizard has been petted. That was all of the eggs that we needed to collect for Gus's quest. That's 3,000 gold. That's nothing to sneeze at. Okay. Thought Joe was a robot glitching then. So they named some animals. We got Alan, which was the prairie dog meme, and we got Lizard, which is the lizard meme. So I have to say it. Hello, Professor. Good to see you. Good to see you in. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it going? Are you at work already? All right, and there we go. So we're all caught up. We've got a decent amount of cheese. What do we got here? Lava Eel wants 2 megabombs. I don't think I have any megabombs at the moment. Can I even craft megabombs? I can. Okay, so we'll go craft those 2 megabombs. for our lava eels. And we've been doing very well. It's, what is it? It's gold, I think it was coal, and then both the essences. Oh, no coal at all. Just the essences. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Alright, so we've got what the lava eels want, which is 2 mega bombs. I just have to make sure I don't place them. There we go. Alright, hey, this mega bomb looks pretty nice. Now at work, yep. Alright, so right now, I do want to just make all of the bombs so that we have a good Skull Cavern run in the works. It's not ideal at this point. It's not ideal, so we should go do some iron farming. I think I'm going to skip the Ice Festival. Let me wiki what the possible rewards are here. It is 46 minutes. Not bad for the first wiki. Not bad. I couldn't possibly spend 5,000 gold on the rare crow anyway. So I think that's good. I think I'm willing to skip that. The first time the player wins, the prize is 2 tackles, a magnet, and a sailor's cap. Thereafter, it's a prize ticket. So winning this year would get us a prize ticket next year. I don't think I'm that concerned. I think we're going to go ahead and do some iron farming. And that will be our day today. We'll check out the quarry real quick. I did clear it out pretty recently. Actually, getting the golden scythe would be a good idea while we're here. I would like to start clearing the grass on the farm. So let's go do that. I won't complain about getting some stone. The monsters in here are kind of rough, honestly. Although usually I don't have the galaxy sword by the time I'm getting in here. So this might be a little easier than normal. These guys. Yeah, okay. So it really is just that I don't usually have the galaxy sword at this point, because that's a lot easier. Oh, wow, you're a busy bean. A bit shattered and at work. I'm worky lurking, but also dipping in because stuff happens and I can't help myself. Oh, Ness. Uh-oh, there's a lot of these guys. We're just gonna keep going though. Draw them all out of hiding. There we go. Yes, Ness does like to chime in. I appreciate her, of course. Work and lurk. We got a ruby ring. I'm not sure what a ruby ring does. We'll see in a second. And we got our golden scythe. It's a curse at times. Alright, we're out of here. Alright, the the sore throat is mutating into a slight sinus congestion, which is causing my ears some difficulties. Alright, I think I'm good to continue. I'm definitely going to be taking a break with the next ad break, though. So we've got our golden scythe. We can start clearing grass on the farm now. Nope, no iron. Back from the top. Back from the top. Rinse and repeat. No worries, chill, you do as you need. Yeah, I'm just getting that where the sinuses are kind of congesting my ear canals. It's not really painful or anything, it's just a, that uncomfortable feeling where I'm not sure that I'm hearing correctly. Okay, and now that we've been to the quarry, we have the quarry levels available in the mines sometimes. It becomes an option. Once you've completed the quarry levels become a random chance. I'm not sure if that means that the next level will be a quarry level all day today or not. I'm curious. Yeah, it's just a bit of mild discomfort. It's nothing crazy, it's just that kind of disorienting feeling. Okay, it will indeed be a quarry level all day today. That's interesting. So bad at that. When we do the evil combat run, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do better with those flying enemies. I always managed... I hit them, but they also hit me. So I'm just sacrificing health. Just gonna rinse and repeat floor 40 over and over again until, like right here, we just found a nice big section of iron ore. And we're gonna hope that we end the day with a couple hundred, but I don't know that it's looking so good. I don't know that it's looking so good for an iron farming day, but it's still worth doing. We need the iron. If we can make any more bombs, we have just under 150 bombs right now. So every bit of more bombs we can make is a better skull cavern run, and then we'll come out of the skull cavern with a couple hundred iron ore as well. So it's kind of recycled. We farm for it, and it ends up paying for itself moreover. Because we also come out with all kinds of other materials. So we spend up to a week farming iron ore just to do one skull cavern run. But we come back with copper, iron, gold, iridium, prismatic shards, all kinds of stuff, stone. I like to just smack him with a pickaxe every once in a while just to show him who's boss. Definitely not me accidentally using the pickaxe in combat. Alright, it's 6 p.m. We'll do this for a while longer. It looks like we're only going to get about 100 ore. Not ideal. Not ideal. Oh, what was that ruby ring anyway? Increases attack by 10%. I think I'd rather just keep the extra magnet radius right now. Until we can get the crab ring. Once we get the crab ring and we need to max out our combat so that we can make the iridium band, that's really my go-to. That's my go-to combo. And one of these years, I will indeed find a lucky ring. I swear it will happen. One day, one day, one day. I've been looking for the lucky ring. I got it on my first save file during year 1 fishing, and I have never found another one. I've spent days and days panning at the dig site on Ginger Island with maximum luck and luck buff foods, and I have never found another lucky ring. So one of these days we will get one, and we'll see. It'll make a huge difference. That would be when I would be willing to farm the volcano dungeon just to merge the rings. But generally speaking, I really do not enjoy any of my time in the volcano dungeon. So the merging of the rings and the enchanting of the tools is never really important enough to me to bother farming all of the 2 rings to rule them all. Yes, I kind of saw that one coming a mile away. I knew it was coming. For my playstyle, that's just it, though, is the iridium band and the crab shell ring. I need the defense because I'm horrible at combat and I stand in the bomb blasts all the time. Yes, it did need to happen. I left it open. And you swooped in to pick it up. I don't like the lucky ring. I don't think it does it for me. I found 4 so far. Time to sell them at Adventurers Guild. All right, Millie. I think we can stop showing off here. I feel like you're just rubbing it in at this point. Nessie proving I'm not napping on the job. Hey, Ness, all you gotta do is ask. You have my blessing. Yes, so the lucky ring is like my auto petter. The lucky ring is like my auto petter. I can find auto petters way more than I need. But I've only found 1 lucky ring, and that was like 1 week after I downloaded the game, which made me falsely believe they were quite common. I have not found another one yet. Not for lack of trying. We are going to need 2 auto petters for our barn and our coop here. And then after that, we can decorate the house with them. I would really like a lucky ring, though. I'll just go up and start again. I'll just start from the top. 145 iron ore. I mean, not bad, but just not very good either. Just got the golden clock. Congratulations. Congratulations. It takes a while to save up for, that's for sure. For a lot of people, that's pretty much the last thing they want to do, is just get the golden clock. There's a few different, endpoints. Some people want to just speed run the community center. Some people want to get to the golden clock. Some people want perfection. Now I just have to craft all the items and cook. Yes, that's it. Just a small thing. Just real quick. I gotta say, in the file that I did get perfection, the cooking was actually not as hard as I was expecting. It was the crafting. The crafting was the hard one for me because I had to grind all those stupid dragon teeth. Always wanted to do a speedrun of the community center, but never ends up speedy. Yeah, Shadow's been saying in the Discord about that one that they did, or are still doing anyway. Trying to get it done in less than a year. The cooking isn't hard, I just forget what I need, yeah. Yeah, thankfully by the time you're trying to go for perfection and the cooking stuff, you've got the greenhouse, you've got Ginger Island, so you can just go plant 5 of everything in the game all at once. And that pretty much does it. You'll want to have the Pierre's missing stock list so that you can go to Pierre and just buy every single seed that exists. The craft is hard though because I don't know if I miss a recipe somewhere. Right. You can go down through your whole thing and it says you've crafted one of everything, but what it is you're missing a recipe. And since you don't have the recipe, you don't know, oh whoops, it's 1 o'clock. I gotta go fish. Since you don't have the recipe, you don't know what thing you haven't crafted yet. This is where the wiki, and there's also a, I think it's like stardew.info or something like that. There's an information tracker where you can upload your save file, and then it tells you exactly what you haven't done yet. I always fail when it comes to the gold star crops, and my crops give me like 4, not 5 the whole season. Yeah, yes, exactly. When you're low farming level, you have a lower chance at gold star crops. So that first spring and summer, I mean, you could grow 50 and still not have 5 at the end of it. So rude of the crops. Yes, Millie. Darn you, autocorrect. We're blaming autocorrect. Darn you, autocorrect. Why can't I get 5 gold star crops? Alright, there's our pass out. Down to 6. See that? The 28,000 aged legend row was 15 of that. And the crimson fish row, twice as many crimson fish row gave us almost half as much gold. But it's still nothing, it's still better than nothing. Excuse me. But the values go down pretty sharply from there. This is why on this farm I went Joja, because I couldn't be bothered with the hassle of 5 golden crops. Darn you, autocorrect. I got it though. Is that really, like, that's the one reason that convinced you to do Joja? Neutral. 100% Y crops Y. Alright, what did we make? Pumpkin juice. All of this is going in the bin. Thanks for the eggs. The yolks look amazing. I think this will be my best omelet yet. Please accept this gift, a mini fridge. That can be helpful later on. Harvey picked us up. That can be helpful later on, just because it gives us more for cooking. Yeah, I guess you can't rotate the mini fridge, but it still works. It still works. Anything else for the fishing chest? No. This stuff gets sold. And we don't need that scythe anymore. We have the golden scythe. I'm not waiting until full mastery to slice some grass. We're going to slice some grass with this and fill up our silo. Okay. So there we go. There's 39 more bombs. And we are absolutely 100% ready for another Skull Cavern run on our next Iridium Luck Day. We've got lucky lunches, and I tell you what, we'll just save the magic rock candy because we have 2 lucky lunches, which is more than enough for the whole day. So we'll just do lucky lunch and triple shot espresso on our next one. I even have my whole plot with the golden fertilizer and still not enough golden crops. It's rigged. Alright, we need video. We need video to prove that it's rigged. We're slowly but surely developing a petition to Concerned Ape for all of the things that are rigged in this game. See, here's the cat sploot. I love the cat sploot. Good morning, Pickles. Good morning, Pickles. Love you. Concerned Ape will have so much mail. Yes, we've got Cozy Dad's Auto Petters, my lucky rings, and your golden crops. Alright, everyone's been petted. Tumnus has been milked. Moolady and Mooshake have been milked. And Alan has been petted. I'm not shouting it. I refuse to shout it. We're just going to have to imagine. We're just going to have to use our imagination. I've been getting a lot of duck feathers. A lot of duck feathers. And we still have another dino. That dino, I've already reserved Sharptooth as the name. Oh, and there's our rabbit's foot. Alright, there's our rabbit's foot for the community center. 2 amethysts, absolutely, right away. And we've got a completed fish pond. So we can go ahead and pick another fish to put in. I like to select the pan because then I can do every activity I need to do without fear of chopping something or eating something. Okay. So we need 2 amethysts. I think it was 2. No, my mail will be about the dumb pufferfish because that fish, oh boy. I don't get mad easily or frustrated, but that fish can burn where the sun don't shine, and if Demetrius ever asks for one again, oh man, Millie's out to get them. I've got a vendetta. Alright, and let's grab our stone. And see, and of course it's on a Tuesday. Robin will Robin still go? Will Robin still go to aerobics if it's snowing? Okay. It seems that she will. It seems that snow does not prevent her from going to aerobics. So here's the thing. Can we get there in time right now? We might be able to get there in time. Let's go. We're going to go on possibly a futile journey here. Futile journey. We might get there in time to see her at her desk. It's going to be close. Hey, Star. Good morning. Good morning, Star. We're trying to interrupt Robin's day off right now. She's still in bed. We need to get her right here. How's it growing today, Star? All right, here we go. All right. Construct farm buildings. What? Did I not? Oh my gosh. It's growing good. About to make some breakfast. Had a lay-in for once. Very nice, very nice. I didn't bring the algae, guys. I brought the seaweed, but I didn't bring the algae. So I was in fact there in time. I did catch her at the desk, and we're still not getting the fish pond. Yep. Tomorrow it is. Tomorrow it is. So we'll just, we'll kind of tidy up here. Harvest our strawberries. And some coffee. My day's growing okay. I've got this cold is kind of migrating into my sinuses and my ear canals. Minor sore throat. It's all very minor. It's just a minor inconvenience. Slight discomfort. Nothing serious, but still just kind of dampening my mood for the day. Welwick's Oracle has spoken. Yes, you're right, you're right. But here's the thing, it was a neutral luck day today. And what they say is your fate is in your hands. Well, don't put my fate in my hands, please. Millie, my internet died. Did my message send before? If it's the one about having a vendetta against Demetrius asking for a pufferfish, then it absolutely did. Right, it's nothing serious here. Nothing serious. I should be over it by tomorrow, I think. Right, exactly. Everyone look, fresh amethyst. Not fully inconvenient, yeah. Yeah, it's just a mild inconvenience. Alright, let's, we'll leave the grass that's close. We'll leave the grass that's close, and we'll just kind of slice our way through here. Then it didn't send. Oh. Yeah, from what I can see, the last message you sent was about Demetrius and the pufferfish. I'll just cut some alleyways, because that way in the spring the grass will grow right back in. And I'll check on the silo, and we're going to have an ad break starting in about a minute. So I'll be taking a break with that as well. 140 out of 240. Okay, plenty of room. Plenty of room for more. I'll just do a little bit of slicing here. We'll check on our crops. Nothing's ready there. Why is there? Okay, so they'll be ready tomorrow. I'm fine with cutting this completely off of the farm field, because we're going to eventually use that Okay, and we've got an ad break coming up, and Ginger is mad at me for some reason, so I'll be checking on that. So there's ads coming up. If you're not subscribed, please turn the volume down. I don't want them to come in hot and bust out your eardrums. I know I can be kind of quiet, so go ahead and turn your volume down now, and don't worry about it. You're not going to miss anything. I'm going to be taking a break as well. So there's ads coming in 10 seconds. All right, and I'll be back in 3 minutes. Well, I guess it took me way longer to eat that pickle than I intended. Alright, Nessie has redeemed a fish till we pass out. Let me get that in the counter here. Okay. And Millie, 6 years to catch that puffer fish. Yeah, I know they're very hard to catch. They are. Wanting to hurl my Switch to the wall every time I didn't get it. Oh my goodness. Alright, now, I think I was just going to cut some more hay here before we go, and do anything else. We don't have the barns completely full. What I should do, I should go ahead and nah, you know what? I'll let him. I was going to say we should turn off the ability for the animals to get pregnant. But you know what? We'll just let it happen. Whatever's going to happen. Alright, and I know that our kegs are ready, so I will go ahead and put our strawberries in there. There we go. I think we already have strawberries in this one. Yep. And I do want to make a few kegs for in the greenhouse to put the coffee beans into when we harvest them. So I've got to remember to do that next time we do a keg run. Okay, and also, I don't know why I forgot the algae today. I've got to remember to do that tomorrow. That was just an absolute horrific experience. I successfully managed to catch Robin on a Tuesday morning and forgot the materials. Yes, I did. I put the fishing counter up one before I got back into the game here. As long as that was what we're talking about, just the one fish until we pass out. Yes. Yes, as long as it was just that one, then I did get that before I got back into the game. Having the counter on the screen makes it so much easier for me. I don't have to keep a tally sheet next to me. I can just put it up and take it down every night there. Alright, I think it's the Enchanter bundle. Yes, there we go. Nice. 5 gold bars. Alright, we still do need to do this. That's what I should do. I should stop down at Pierre's and grab an apple tree to put in the greenhouse. Because otherwise, I don't think we're going to get 3 apples just by sheer luck. Apple. There we go. I don't think we're going to happen upon 3 apples from the fruit bats. They haven't been giving me hardly any apples at all. All right. We're not doing very well with the friendship, but for the first year, it's not too bad. Not too bad. I feel like out of all of the challenges that I might want to do, this is probably the one that would best lend itself towards getting perfection. Towards going for perfection, just because of how much a little bit of this, a little bit of that, this challenge provides us with already. Most of my other challenge ideas are very one-sided, very focused, you know, farming, combat, mining. The forest farm is just going to be mushrooms. But this one, just by its sheer nature, even though it is all fish ponds, each fish pond gives you something else. Have you ever done? Yes, I have. I've done perfection once legitimately by actually doing all the cooking and crafting and such, and once by paying for it. Once by paying for it with the JoJo waivers. And we do need to pick a fish. It's going to be either the mutant carp. I don't think it really matters, but it's either the mutant carp or the glacier fish. I think the glacier fish might be more valuable. Yes, I did it once legitimately and once by paying for it. Alright, the glacier fish is in. And just like everything else, the paying for it was way easier. Way easier. There's our apple tree. We will want a couple more peach trees if we care about befriending people, which I'm not sure we do. I'm not sure we care. Oh, pickles. Wouldn't be able to do the games in the saloon, so I'm put off. So the games in the saloon, I don't think, as far as I recall, that's not required for perfection. The games in the saloon is required for the Steam achievement. The perfection versus 100%ing the game is two different things here. Millie says she's half tempted to pay for perfection, holding back everything I have not to do it. Yeah, it's so much easier. It's so much easier. Yeah, as far as I'm remembering, you don't have to do the games in the saloon for perfection. That's for the Steam achievement for 100%ing the game, which is a whole different thing. I absolutely wouldn't do that either. Absolutely not. Although on that last, on our Market Farmer challenge, we did, in fact, that was my first time beating the first level of Journey of the Prairie King with Abigail's cutscene. The games are mostly for fun, but I think you get some sort of prize if you do it. Maybe I should try for perfection, then I'll read up. Yeah, I'm fairly certain there's no requirement to do those games for in-game perfection. I think it's just for the Steam achievement. There's one Steam achievement for like getting 50,000 points on the Junimo cart, and there's another achievement for beating Journey of the Prairie King without dying or something. It's just a ridiculous ridiculous challenge. I was proud enough that we beat level 1 of Journey of the Prairie King with Abigail's cutscene last time. That's about as far as I've ever gotten. So I'm not really concerned with that stuff. So just by my memories of not having to do that, I'm pretty sure it's not required. Gotten to level 3 in the pirate game, then I die. Yeah. I don't know that I've ever gotten that far. It is quite a, and again, like, he already programmed a whole game, and then he programmed arcade games for within the game. And they're quite challenging. Each of those games would have been a game all by itself. Always was put off by that. So just dawdle around farming in my own little own little bubble happily. Yeah, and that's one of the great things about this type of game is you can do whatever you enjoy. The Junimo I can only do with the safe option. The endless run is just, no, I'm not even going to try. Yes, exactly. I am right there with you on that. I'm not making even a single attempt at that. I've watched, just for fun, some of those speedruns on YouTube. The Habu, or the Habu, I don't know how you pronounce that. He, as far as I'm aware, holds almost every single speedrun record in Stardew Valley, and he is just amazing at Junimo Kart. I couldn't even, could not even attempt it. I like to watch them. I don't like to participate in that type of gameplay, but I do enjoy watching it. It's interesting the lengths they go to make sure that they get, level 10 fishing on day 5 or something. Level 10 farming during spring. They'll make sure they do a couple of the bundles in the community center to get the reward, and then they'll go pay for the Joja so that they can get to the desert before the desert festival on spring 15 of year 1. I'd forget so easily. I mean, just the lengths they go to. They have it all spreadsheeted out, I'm sure they've probably memorized most of it, but it's also a bunch of spreadsheets as well. Whimsy, I'm at work and can't hear, but love you all and hope you have a great day. Such a sweetheart, always stopping in. Whimsy and Star both. Always stopping in while they're at work. Just to check in. It's very sweet, and I do appreciate it. Teeny Snail, good morning, good morning. How's it growing today? Oh, it's midnight. We've got to go back up and fish. We've got to go back up and fish. We're just doing our thing here. I failed again today. We've already made the mistakes. We've already done the failing. I forgot the algae when I went up to Robin's, and so we've got to wait another day to get another fish pond. The weather has your knees in pain. I hear you. I hear you. Sorry. I'm sorry you have to go through that. Mine is my ankles. There are definite benefits to aging, and there are also definite downsides. But on the plus side, it is beautiful out when it's foggy and rainy here. Whoa, what have we got here? Yes, I never really thought about how I try to put a positive spin on everything until my middle child I would always tell him it's insane how positive he was. He would always say the phrase, "That's okay because," but that's okay because. Didn't even matter what kind of day we were all having. It was always, but that's okay because. He went out biking one day with the siblings. They went up on the mountain, which was normal. And he comes back early and asked me to look at his wrist. And he said his wrist hurts. I said, well, what happened? He said he fell off his bike. He hit a patch of gravel coming down the mountain. Fell off his bike, landed pretty hard. And his wrist hurts. So I'm looking at it. It's starting to swell up a little bit. I'm thinking it's probably just sprained. Because I think he was 9 years old at the time. For a 9-year-old to come in, and he's not crying, it doesn't seem that serious. And I start poking around in his wrist, and he about passes out. He gets all lightheaded and has to get down on the ground. He said, that really hurts. And it was so muted, his response. And I said, well, geez, where did this happen? We're going to have to go to the doctor. Where did this happen? He said it happened. He was probably a good mile away still when he fell. And he said, that's okay, but that's okay because I had my bike, so I just rode my bike the rest of the way home. Guys, his wrist was broken. He fell off his bike on the side of the mountain, broke his wrist, and says, but that's okay because I've got a bicycle so I can get home quickly. Rode his bike the rest of the way home. We went to the hospital. He had it was a minor fracture, but it was a fracture nonetheless. Got a cast on. Exactly. His positivity was just on a whole nother level. He's sitting there about to pass out. The color had drained out of his face. And he said, but that's okay because I had my bike, so I just rode my bike home. Ugh. What a kid. Bad luck day today. Oh, I need to adjust the fishing counter down. Have done that. Broke my leg, proceeded to limp home like nothing happened. 8 years old, yeah. Yes, he's the most resilient. Absolutely. I take a lot of inspiration from him. He came out to me as trans at 13 years old. And I thought that was quite possibly the most courageous thing I've ever seen anyone do. And probably one of my proudest parenting moments, to be honest, for him to feel comfortable to come to me with that at 13. So I really do kind of inspired by him. All right, we can throw away all of these. We can, sell them, not throw them away. Yes, that I take great pride that he felt comfortable enough to do that, and great pride that he's that courageous and that strong emotionally, just a really stand-up guy all around. Well, thank you for that. Teeny Snow, hold on. It went by too fast here. Kids are so resilient. Broke my wrist around that age. Laughed hysterically when they were setting it. Oh my goodness. Ness. Yes, that is exactly. That's what I said. Okay. Yes, at 13. So, yeah, one of my proudest parenting moments for sure. That he felt comfortable to come to me with that. So, yeah, I mean that was hard for me too. Not hard emotionally or anything. Just to adjust to that and grow up myself. I was already an aging parent and realized that I had a lot of growing up to do still. Star took to 18, 19 to come out. Definitely brave of him. Exactly, that's my point. Just so courageous. Not many parents accept their kids when they come out in the LGBT community. Had that struggle, unfortunately, where my family wasn't very acceptance to me of my sexuality. Yes, I'm sorry to hear that, but it's such a common story. It's such a common story to hear. Sadly, all too common. So yeah, that is absolutely one of my proudest parenting moments because of that. I realize now that I filled all those jars and did not fill the indicator jar. But that just goes along with what I've always said. It's just that as a parent, your sole job is to ensure that your children know that you love them no matter what. No matter what. So important that it's no matter what. Brothers always supported me, though. Very thankful for them. I'm glad you had some at least supportive family. It's so important. It's so important. Yes, I mean, at that time, I hadn't even considered that this was a thing or that this was an option, that this was a possibility. So it actually did take me by surprise. And at 13 years old, so I just used neutral pronouns for him for a good couple months. It was just they, them for a good couple months because, look, I'm an old, white, straight, cisgendered male, right? And being 13 was hard and confusing for me. And I never questioned anything about myself. Being a teenager was hard for me as exactly the average person, just a straight white cisgendered male. Being a teenager was still confusing, so I tried to give him the space to say, hey, I'm just going to remain neutral for a few months. And that way, if you realize that maybe you were wrong, I didn't want him to have any need to feel like he had to continue down a certain road just because he had said it one time, So I remained neutral pronouns for a good 3 months until I definitely said we had to sit down and said, 100% sure. Yes, absolutely 100% sure. Never waffled, was never on the fence. And so that's when we sat down and we figured out his new name and everything. And I made sure I went to all his schools and talked with the teachers and the principals and such. And yeah. I would say if I'm speaking to parents right now, it's a strange one when you're arrow, not really much to say or do, kind of just continue being me. Excuse me. I'm not sure what arrow is. I actually don't know. I use they, them, or sweetie for my siblings. They're trans, but also gender fluid, more feminine leaning. So wonderful. Didn't come out to my parents until late 20s. Yeah. Good morning, Shannon Rose. Good morning. How's it growing? You've come into kind of a deep conversation at the moment. A romantic. Okay, got you. Teeny snail. Darn you, autocorrect. That made it even more confusing. Darn you, autocorrect. That made it even more confusing. But yeah, so if I'm talking to parents right now, which I know not many of you are, but a few, if I'm talking to parents right now, what really helped me after he came out was, I mean, first of all, immediate reaction is just give him a hug and make sure he knows that I'm still dad no matter what. But I went back through all the photos from the time he was born, and it really kind of helped me. It helped it sink in for me to just go back through all the photos from the time he was a baby up until he was 13, and just to let myself let it sink in that I was raising this beautiful little boy this entire time, you know? And that really helped me out. That really helped me, Shannon, exactly. Sometimes the signs are there before you realize it. I went back through all the photos of him from the time he was a baby, and I just realized, you know, let it sink in that I was raising a beautiful boy this entire time. And that made it, I was just immediately done. I didn't need to do any more searching or anything, you know. When he said he was ready, I was ready too. I'm applauding because it's beautiful to hear how well you dealt with the news. Sounds to me like it was the way you'd hope a parent would cope with it. And that's kind of like where I was going with it from my own perspective at the time. If I was to come to my parents with this, how would I want them to respond? And I don't want to like trauma dump on you guys, but I had been a single parent. His mom passed away when he was 1 year old, so you know, it was very important to me that I didn't do anything that would make him feel alienated, because I was pretty much his whole support system. His mother passed away when he was very young, and her side of the family did shun him. They're not in touch anymore, you know, so I was pretty much it. And we still, to this day, have a wonderful relationship. I make sure I make it to the Pride fairs with him every year. And we see each other quite frequently, and I'm very proud of him altogether. All of my kids, of course, I'm very proud of. I was very proud to go to my son's Air Force graduation, and he's just been accepted to college on the GI Bill, so he's going to go get his bachelor's degree now. Very proud of my son for coming out to me as a teenager. Very proud of my twins for just being wonderful, smart human beings that know what they want in life. Just all around proud of my kids every single day. Sometimes support is the best kind of love, knowing your parent is there for you no matter what. See, that's, Shannon, for me, I've explained this before. I never had resources other than love. So my kids always knew they weren't going to get a car when they were 16. They weren't going to get paid for college, but they always had a home here no matter what. So that's what I try to give. That's the message I try to convey to them and to everyone else. It doesn't matter what you can provide other than love, but you must provide the love. That's the one thing that you must provide. And that's why I say I love you folks, because we've got to hear it. Unconditionally, no matter what, we've got to hear it. If you have people that are close to you, tell them that you love them. It is so important. It is so important. They need to hear it. They need to know it. And probably more important than telling them is you need to show it. And all it takes to show it is to just be there, to just show up. Need to get over your own shit and look after the sweet beans that need you. There's also the point to say that you need to take care of yourself. It's very hard to take care of others if you don't have your own shit together. You need to know your own limits. And if you need to know what you can provide. If all you can provide is just to listen, then make sure they know that you're there to listen. Sometimes that's all that's necessary. It's sometimes the most important thing is just to be there to listen. Crazy how many people I find randomly that are nothing like my family. Growing up, I thought the way my family was the way all families behave, but now I realize my family are a special breed of evil. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Family support systems are so incredibly important for mental health and future wellness. Absolutely. If you can't have a family support system, it becomes very hard, very quickly, to find the support that we all need. That's why I would like to, at some point, it's not going to be anytime soon. I'm not a big streamer. I'm not making any money. But I would really like to do charity streams for the Trevor Project. If any of you have ever heard of the Trevor Project, it's a wonderful charity where they focus on mental health and suicide prevention for queer and trans teens. I actually know some of the people that started that organization, and it's a very, very near and dear to my heart. So if you haven't already heard of the Trevor Project, please look it up. And one of these days, at some point, I would love to do some charity streams for them. Yes, boundaries are very important for well-being. Still hits hard every now and then, but I've learned to accept it. I can't control them, nor can I make them love me, so I just get on with things. Yes, if that's the case, it really is important that you find... Okay, that won't work. That you find different family. I don't know how else to say that. I will say that as soon as I started becoming involved in the queer community, I found so many beautiful people, so many wonderful, loving, generous, kind people. So if you do struggle, I highly recommend you just look up where there's going to be any type of pride event. Any type of pride event, it doesn't even matter what type of event it is, and go there. And you'll find love abounding. You will. I promise you. Foraging, yes, let's read that. Every Pride event we've been to has been absolutely just full of joyous people. And it's been, whether or not we interacted with too many people there, a pretty healing experience. We have dealt with hate, we have dealt with bullying. Even at the Pride fairs, we've dealt with counter-protesters and such. And, we just all keep going about our business and enjoying ourselves. Alright. We've got a fish pond going. I guess we're iron farming. Normally I was limited contact. As of this week, no contact. Yes. I know I'm loved by someone, but definitely still trying to find that family. As at least you have someone. If you don't have anyone, it's vitally important that you reach out. Vitally important that you reach out if you have no one. Believe me, they're out there. They are out there. There are a lot of people right here in this chat that are very loving and very kind and would be willing to, you know, to have a chat with you if you need a chat. One of the things I want to do is set up one of the channels on Discord just to list some places online places you could go to talk. I'm currently still working on that. It's not live yet. The chill community is here for you always. We are always willing to talk or listen or just be there for you. See, I told you. Nessie says you're never alone, sweet bean. And when Nessie calls you a sweet bean, it lights a little fire in your heart. I always feel better. As soon as Nessie calls me a sweet bean, my day has been brightened. Used to yell science at the counter-protesters. Homosexuality has been documented in numerous species. Calling it unnatural is absurd. It is absurd. It feels strange that you might have to debate that. You know what I mean? Like, it feels strange that you might have to debate whether or not it's a fact, right? The sun is there. It warms the earth. Do we really have to debate that, you know? Family isn't always blood. Sometimes it's the family you choose. Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind. See, that would make me cry. Lilo and Stitch makes me cry every time. Absolutely 100% guaranteed. Protect your energy, stay strong. Always friends here. Yes, yes, yes. Colleagues at work that keep my spirits up. Spend a lot of time working, so there's always that. You've got to find your people. Yep, you've got to find your people. No, you can talk with us. You can make your own family. Yes. Like I said, the Discord. Yes, gosh, I'm almost blubbering here. Exactly. Yes, you guys. I love you folks, and this is exactly what's important. Is finding people that will be kind and will be understanding and will be tolerant, and making sure you converse with those people. Surround yourself with the people that will make you feel good about yourself. There's no need for apologies here. There's no need for apologies here. I started this. Blame me. Darn you, autocorrect. Darn you, autocorrect. Dang, chill with his dirty peaches. Yeah, feel free. There should be a link on the phone. If you're on a phone right now, if you click I can't do it on my phone or I'll completely mess up my chat, but if you click to the point where you can get the About section, there should be a link to the Discord there. So you should theoretically be able to join on your phone. Well, we are actually, speaking of that, I have to update. We are 15, I'll count when we get back, but we just finished one. We are 15 fish ponds in. Come join the cult, I mean family, right? We're 15 fish ponds in. And, I mean, it's going. This is going to be a long slog. It's going to be a long slog. It might take us until year 5 here. Yes, the birds. The burbs. We have a Furry and Feathered Friends channel. And you are encouraged to post burb photos along with my burb photos. And if you're in for that kind of thing, we also have a Creepy Crawly Friends channel for spiders, bugs, whatever else. Not the crawlers. Okay, well that's exactly why I made it a completely separate category, so that there's no misclicks. They're not next to each other in the list. The Creepy Crawly Friends is way down in a different category, so you can't accidentally click on it. If you don't want to see them, then you don't have to see them. And because it's a category all its own, you can mute the category so that you don't even have to risk clicking on the channel. Yes, I really just wanted to see Nessie's kids. That is basically why that channel was made, because I really desperately wanted to see Nessie's spiders. But we've had other things go in there, not just that. That was the original purpose, but we've had more. And everyone would love to see more burb photos, that's for sure. There will never be a day where someone tells you to stop posting burb photos. The 8-legged hamster pets needed a space, absolutely, and they got one. They got a space. We just had to keep it separate, that's all. For some people's benefit, it has to be separate. Star's been working up the courage to look at them for longer than 3 seconds. That takes time. That takes time. Nessie has her own story about it. It takes time. Need to clean the cage, and the finches are idiots who tried nesting on top, so we put a box there for them. Yeah. They do what they want. They do what they want. With the budgies, we have to try. It's important to make sure they don't have anywhere that they feel like. There we go. I knew Millie would come in with that. It's important that they don't feel like they have nesting spaces at all, because then they'll get hormonal and start laying eggs. So I have to make sure that none of it even appears like a nest. I do what I want, Dad, says Ginger. I knew Millie was coming in with that quote. That's like her favorite quote. Snowy got out the other day and we don't know how. Woke up, she was snuggled under the blankets that sits on top of the cage. Uh-oh, you've got to do some research there. You got to do some investigating. Maybe you have a bent bar. They can fit through such incredibly small spaces. Off for a brew, be right back. Enjoy, Nessie. They can definitely fit through some incredibly small spaces. When you look at them after they've taken a bath and they're all wet, they're so small. The feathers make them look like such a big creature, but they're so tiny. Alright, there we go. I don't know if Egg Salad is still here, but we can go get the mayor statue now. But yes, I've seen videos of budgies, because that's what I have. I've seen videos of them just absolutely squeezing through the bars. If your bars are not properly spaced, or if one of them is even slightly bent out of shape, they can get through. We think it's because we forgot to latch the top and she pushed it up enough to get out. The blanket is to cover the cage in the day when we work. We work nights and they're very noisy. Ah, yes, I know exactly what you mean. When I first got Fred, I was working night shift, and so I had to get all of the room darkening shades and curtains, and I had to put a blanket over her cage so that I could sleep. So I know exactly what you're talking about. And I think Fred has never really truly gotten over the night shift schedule, because she naps most of the day. She is a napper. But Ginger, I didn't get Ginger until after, well, I guess I was still working night shift, but it was right towards the end of that. And as that quote implies, Ginger does what she wants anyway. She's not going to conform to anyone else's schedule but her own. I actually don't mind this little bit of combat. We do need to eventually grind combat. Shadow is back. Welcome back. I hope your nap was relaxing and you absorbed some love from us while you rested. You're awake. Did you actually get some sleep? That's wonderful if you got some sleep. You missed some very deep conversations here. You slept right through it. Woke up all snuggled in my blankets. Good for you. That's wonderful. I love it when people get some sleep. It's so important. We're still just doing the same old here. We're doing some iron farming. Getting ready for possible Skull Cavern runs. Failing at getting Robin to make another fish pond. And then succeeding the next day. Will say you've inspired me to try something new. Perfection on Stardew Expanded. Oh my god. It's a challenge. I think it's going to take years because I didn't know how big Stardew Expanded was. I don't have the I don't know. I guess I want to say I don't have the patience for Stardew Valley Expanded. It's too big. It's too big. Altogether too big. This is completely vanilla, unmodded Stardew. I've been playing it for a year almost, and I definitely have at least 2 more years worth of play before I'm ready to do anything more than what's here. I've seen people play the Expanded and all these different mods. It's just so much. You're definitely in for the long haul. If you're wanting to start a game that will take actual in real life years, that is definitely the way to go though. Yes, Ginger, yes, just a couple more minutes. Ginger has decreed. Ginger has decreed. Alright, give me a minute. I'll get out of the mine here. Never actually tried it, so I was like, why not? but I still haven't even met everyone, and day 5 of spring. Yeah. The map is just so huge, and there's a bunch of new NPCs in it as well, I'm pretty sure. There's new farmers and stuff. New romanceable characters as well. Another 6 NPCs, could be. Could be mistaken. Darn you, autocorrect. Alright, I'm gonna go get up to the lake where we're gonna fish until we pass out. And then it's burb time. Alright. So the ads are gonna come on in just a minute. And so if you're not currently subscribed, please turn down your volume. Burb time. Yep. If you're not currently subscribed, please turn down your volume. The ads are coming. They can come in a little hot. I know I'm pretty quiet sometimes. So go ahead and turn down your volume now. You're not going to miss anything. I'm taking a break too. And I'm coming back with the birds. So ads are coming in 10 seconds. All right, I'll be back. All right, we're back. We're back. Only I could get an F1 ad. Oh my gosh. You like Formula One racing? Hold on, let me get the ad sign down. There we go. And that's why I say to turn the volume down. I think it was, I'm trying to remember who it was. Somebody the other day said it came in with sirens, like police sirens. Hey, Ginger. Hey, Ginger. Hey, Ginger. Hey, Ginger. Oh, she's too cute. All right, we're fishing, not pickaxing, fishing. So one of these days we're going to get an Iridium Luck Day and we're going to do a Skull Cavern run. And if it's not tomorrow, then we probably won't do it today. What's the best fish to catch for money? Honestly, I don't know. I'm going to be honest. There's a lot of very profitable fish. I would say probably the super cucumbers are the most reliable, just because they're kind of on that, they're on the cusp of being too hard to catch. But they're easy enough to catch and very valuable. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, 0. I almost did it again. Just let me know if Ginger is too loud. If Ginger is too loud, I absolutely can take them back out. Hey, Ginger. Hey, Ginger. She does her best to be as loud as possible. So truly, if it's too much, just speak up. Oh, you've got the auto catch. You've got the auto catch on. Whoops. Do we have anything to eat? Oh yeah, we have mushrooms. I don't really want to be eating all my cheese. Okay, that's a good idea, Millie. See, for me, catfish is actually too hard to catch. But if we're not talking about difficulty, if there's no difficulty, then absolutely catfish is one of the most profitable things to do. For myself, I tend to go for the mountain lake because it's the fish that are average to catch and are average cost. So I never miss a fish, and I always get iridium quality. I'll be right back. I've got to go kiss the birds. There you go, Millie. Okay, the birds have been kissed. Everyone says largemouth bass because they're year-round, but I find them harder to find without specialized bait. So the largemouth bass and the bullheads here at the mountain lake are both pretty easy to catch. Again, you're not worried about the difficulty. If you're not worried about the difficulty, I think probably the ocean is the most profitable place to be most of the time. There's some incredibly difficult stuff to catch at the ocean. In spring, the mountain lake is the most profitable. So if we're talking, the thing is, she's not using the fishing mini game. So if we're talking about you don't even need the mini game at all, I think the ocean is more profitable. If you are doing the fishing mini game in spring, the mountain lake absolutely is the most profitable. But if you're not, I think most of the year the ocean is more profitable. Just because the harder fish are worth more. But you've gotta Google that. I'm no expert. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Everybody plays the game their own way. The holly can go. Everybody plays the game their own way. I know there's lots of people that absolutely despise this fishing minigame, or find it impossible. And I'm just one of the people that actually like it. But you'll have to Google that one, as far as what's the most profitable way to fish with no fishing minigame. Professor says Minecraft fishing is by far my favorite. Tried playing on Switch, was like, nope, never fishing on this game. See, I don't know anything about Switch. I've only ever played it. Excuse me. Excuse me. I've only ever played it on PC. And on PC, to me, it's just like a fairly mild version of Flappy Bird. I am actually going to throw away this algae. I can't believe I'm doing that, but I did it. Minecraft fishing got harder after 1.16 nerf treasure loot. There's our pass out. Ness says, I love fishing in games. Always wonder if others get bored watching it, but I love it. Yeah, I'm kind of along those same lines. But as we've said before, I don't think anyone's here for the gameplay, right? I don't think anyone's here watching me play Stardew Valley for the exciting gameplay. It's another bad luck day. It's another bad luck day. Joja picked us up. Jody has sent us fertilizer, which I can't even pick up, and that's fine. We'll just throw the fertilizer away, whatever. I've always loved fishing in games. It's always been a favorite of mine. Definitely not a high-intense game. You come for the chilled-out vibes. Absolutely. Does anyone watch Stardew Valley for the thrilling gameplay? You know, it's a fair point. It's a fair point. There are a couple speedrunners on here, yeah. We're here for both. The relax factor, the fishing, and the best bit, the chill. Do I really need knees? What if we just took them out? Oh, teeny snail. I hope there's something you can do to feel better. Hot water bottles, a bath, a nice hot shower. Are you gonna turn the volume down, Ginger? There we go. Play with the toy. Is there anything you can do, Teeny Snail? I know what you're talking about. Heating pad, yes. I use a hot water bottle. I love a good hot water bottle. It'll stay warm for quite some time. Put it under the blanket with you. Yes, Shannon, I know exactly what you mean. If I'm listening to my own VODs back, which you're supposed to do, right? I try to desensitize myself to the sound of my own voice and identify how I can be a better streamer, right? I listen to my own VODs back and they hear themselves on the speakers and then they go crazy again. Shadow, love hot water bottles. You have 4 in different shapes and sizes. I only have them all in the same shape and size. It doesn't matter. They're wonderful. Hot water bottles are absolutely just a gift. Shrimpy, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? Oh, Millie's done another doodle of the birds. Oh boy. Well, I guess we're going to end the stream here so we can all go see it. No, I'll do this day. I'll do this one more day. Snowy is definitely the loudest, being the youngest. Made my own heat pads with rice and socks. That does work. Yes, that works too. Feeding the mantises. Yes. Yes. I loved those pictures. Thank you for posting those pictures in the Creepy Crawly channel. I really liked that. Ness, I have one that's a treasure. He's a hippo and he always comes out to make us feel better. Hugs in my fleecy hoodie. Rice socks are legit, yes. Brand new socks, mind you. Yes, that's an important point. That's an important point. Like to add lavender in the rice and socks ones. There you go. There you go. Lots of good ideas. Lots of good ideas. I'm just a simple man with simple pleasures, just like my Harvey. Just a decent hot water bottle, and that'll have me good for a while. But if not, just taking a hot shower or getting a hot bath, that works too. Okay. Put the rest in here. All right, let's take care of the animals, shall we? Okay, good. Good. Let's do that first so that I remember to put one in that indicator jar. Allergic to lavender. Oh, something else smells much like eucalyptus. Yes, eucalyptus is good. Tea tree oil. Heating pad is heating. There you go. Good morning, Pickles. Love you. All right, let's get the rest of our... I'll put it all away and then sort it. And then we'll get the legendary stuff first. Yes, lavender can be very calming. I'm not quite sure if were you one of the people that was saying about being allergic to all the mints? Because there's other mints that are also calming. All right, what else do we have here? Glacier fish. Eel, midnight carp, tiger trout. We have a lot of tiger trout roe. Yes, Shadow, I'm pretty sure you weren't the only one, though. I think there was someone else in chat that was also allergic to the mints, and I cannot for the life of me remember who it was. Lavender extract makes your eczema go crazy. Okay. So are you fine with other mints? I mean, lavender isn't directly a mint, but it is in the mint family. Because lemon balm is good. Lemon balm's really good at calming as well. Okay, and I just need to remember to put one in there. There we go. All good. All done. Trying to get out of my tough it out era. There's no need for that. That's right. There's no need for that. Pamper yourself. Do whatever you need to do to reduce the pain that you feel. Hold on, I have to ban spam here. There we go. There's no need. If there are ways that you can reduce the pain, then take them. Take those steps. There's nothing to be ashamed of. We have proven that pain is bad for you. Regardless of what it feels like, it is in fact bad for your health to be in pain. Bad for your physical and mental health. So do whatever you need to do. Shannon says it just seems to be lavender and mango that causes allergic reactions, but only when it's within soaps. It's really weird. Had this really nice lush shower gel, but can't use it because it has something that causes an allergic reaction. Oh yes, we were talking about the mango the other day. The mango has urushiol in it, which is the same thing that's in poison ivy that causes a rash. So some people are more susceptible to that than others. Little known fact, urushiol is the one compound that is caused, how do I word this? The most number of humans are allergic to urushiol. That is the most common allergy among humans. That's what I was trying to say. Boy, it took me a long time and a long way to get to that point. So that could explain, if they're putting mango in, they maybe are also, the skins and seeds might get in there a little bit. Yes, the tough it out phase. It is a hard habit to break. It sure is. Let's check on our greenhouse. Robin's working. Okay, we're all good. I think there's some coffee here to harvest. Causes my skin to itch like crazy and swell around my eczema. At first I thought it was my TSW coming back, but it calmed down. Tried again. Nope, it's the soap. Yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15. Is that what I have up on the screen right now? Yes, it is. All right. All right, the animals are taken care of. The fish ponds are taken care of. It is a bad luck day, but I guess we're gonna go do iron farming again. No surprises here. I mean, we could definitely go get some hardwood while we're at it to try to fix that stump up soon. It's nice to get those raccoon quests done if we can. If we get it far enough, then we get access to another way to get magic rock candy. So, excuse me a second. Sorry, I had to clear my throat there. So I say that and then start walking the other direction. So going and getting that raccoon house started can also help our skull cavern runs. Oh, here we go. Can we get our farming level? Please. Stretch, stretch. Oh. Thank you, Star. Thank you for that. And you got a free pet the dog with it. Shannon, I do that all the time, set off and then have to backtrack because I forgot something silly. Yeah, one of these days I'm going to go back through all of my videos and I'm going to do a supercut of oops, I forgot. Oops, I forgot. I think those give forage except the powder melon. When you grow the forage seeds, it gives a little bit of both. Gives a little bit of forage and a little bit of farming. It's not much, but it is a little bit. Did you look if hoe counted on the farm only, or was it foraging? It was foraging outside the farm, I know that much. I did not look it up, though. I did not look it up. I can do that right now, just to answer that question forevermore. Stardew. Hey, Ginger. Hey, Ginger. Artifact spots, forage XP on the farm. Tilling artifact spots and seed spots on your farm with a hoe grants foraging XP. So it is always foraging XP on the farm and off the farm. Sadly, you can't do the cut to oops, I did it again. No, I think I would have to pay a good amount of money for that. Winter sucks for farming skill without the greenhouse. Also keep in mind petting the animals and harvesting the animal produce counts for farming. Every time you pet the animal or pick up an egg, that also counts for farming. Yes. Every time you pet an animal, aside from your pet, every time you pet a farm animal or pick an egg up off the ground, that's farming experience. So if you're struggling with getting enough farming experience, get more animals. And that way you'll get more experience all winter. Alright, now, I tell you what, we did have a couple more seeds. And it's early enough in the season, learning new things every time I hop into the stream. Well, I've spent lots of time on the wiki so that we can all benefit from that experience. Let's make a couple more of the wild seeds as well, and that way we can get more experience. Okay. Yes, I still learn new things every time I watch someone else play, also. It's such an, I mean, for being a pixel cozy game, it is so deep. There's just so much going on. That's what, you know, one of the challenges that I thought up for myself, which I realize now I was not the first person to think of it, was to, I'm not even making it an option for people to vote on, but would be a no wiki perfection challenge, which is to, I don't know why I dug up that many spots. I didn't need a whole nother one. To reach perfection without ever opening the wiki one time. But we're not going to do that because that may take the rest of my life. I forget about the wiki unless I'm too lazy to see what I need for things. Robin builds at her place. I'm like, right, let's consult the wiki for how much I need for the coop. Right, that's definitely one of the many reasons I open the wiki on any given day. But every single day I play this game, the wiki is up on the background, so I can alt-tab out anytime I want and not keep guessing. One of the main ones I use it for is when I can't find someone, I'll go look up their schedule. Why are they not at home? Where are they? Cry without my bundle helper document. Yeah, that's why we're not, that challenge is not going to happen. We're not going to do that. I have plenty of other ideas. We don't have to cause that much pain. I'm here to have fun. And while that challenge does sound interesting, I do not think it sounds very fun. Have a mod that puts them on the map, so I'm just like, pennies under her. Oh yes, see, that's one of those quality of life features in other games that I would love to have in this game. I'm again not ready to start modding this yet, but I see people playing other games that shall remain unnamed, And I'm like, wait, you can see where they are on the map right now? I want that. I mean, what do we probably just chop down Cindersap Forest right now, right? Get a bunch of wood, get a bunch of foraging XP. I'm cool with that. Been playing close to a decade, still use the wiki. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's good for the introduction quests and or birthdays. Not spending all day finding them. That's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. But without that mod, I just have to look at the wiki and find their schedule for that particular day. Darn you, autocorrect. Star's got to go. Glad... we're all glad you could stop in, Star. Love you, Star. Have a great day. Thanks for chilling with me. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for keeping me company. I appreciate you. Ness always get asked if I've modded it, and I've not once yet. Right, I haven't done any mods yet. And what's interesting is that the game has been out so long that people forget that they are playing with mods. This is one of the funny parts about posting those shorts on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, is the comments I'm getting on them about the egg hunt one. People are saying, you know, oh, Abigail never wins. It's always Vincent and Jazz. But that's only possible if they're playing Stardew Valley Expanded. They've played it so long, they've forgotten that the vanilla game is different than what they're playing. Bye, Star. Have a great day. Yes, definitely some of the accessibility mods I would consider using, like UI Info Suite, that kind of stuff, the informational mods. I like the game just the way it is, though, so I wouldn't really be using any of the mods that change the way the game is played, or that change the map or the people in it, you know, adding other things. I wouldn't be adding things. Whoops. Abigail only wins if you fail to get 9 more eggs yourself. Right. So we did a little experiment, though, because Abigail in this version, Ness, same chill, I like how it is, never felt inclined to mod it. Right. I've got years left in this before I could possibly want to change anything. There's so many different things to do, all the different farms, all the different themes, all the different people to romance. UI Info Suite is definitely, that would be the one I would get, to be able to see the XP bar and the daily luck and just all the information that does exist in the programming. It's just that he chose not to show us the full data, you know? He said we need to have it be slightly a mystery. That's the type of stuff I would want to see. But as far as the egg festival goes, that's correct. Abigail wins if you don't get more than 9 eggs. I don't like to participate. First of all, it's just a straw hat. Who cares? As far as I'm concerned. And second of all, I don't want to be competing against the kids. I want the kids to win. So we did a little experiment. And I've posted that video on all the shorts sites. That's in the Discord as well. We blocked Abigail so that she couldn't move for the entire egg festival, for the entire egg hunt. Abigail did not leave the starting area, and Lewis still announced that Abigail won. Yes, no offense meant, Teeny Snail. No offense meant, Teeny Snail. I'm just not concerned about the straw hat. Yes, plenty of other people are like, I'm shoving the kids in the bushes to get that egg. You know, get out of my way. I want that straw hat. But I just personally do not care one little bit about that straw hat. Look at this hat. Look at this hat. I'm cool with whatever hat we find. Or if we don't find a hat, we can come here and we can find all kinds of cool hats. But so we did the experiment, and we what do we think for pickles? A watermelon band, a blue bonnet. So we blocked Abigail, and we physically blocked her. She never left the starting area. She never picked up any eggs, and Lewis still announced her as the winner. So it was rigged. The watermelon band, that's kind of what I was thinking. I think the daisy and the tropiclip are just too small. The butterfly bow, I think, would be cool. The lucky bow is too big, I think. The blue ribbon, I think we're going with the watermelon band here. There we go. It's done. It's decided. Pickles will have a watermelon band. Tomorrow, because we have to pass out. We have to fish until we pass out. So we'll get the watermelon band on Pickles tomorrow. But yeah, it was just funny reading all the comments of people saying that Vince and Jazz always win the egg hunt. That they've just completely forgotten that they're playing on a modded version. They've been playing it that long. Because it's been out for 10 years now. So I can imagine, 3 years from now or so, I might feel that I've pretty much done everything I can do with the game. I can see that. And I love that it's so open source and so easily modded that there's thousands and thousands of mods out there. So you can eventually, you could play this game for the rest of your life and never finish all the content that's out there for it. But I'm still very much at the beginning of my Stardew Valley journey. Would love mods on the Switch. Now, so Concerned Ape has come out and said about that. He didn't personally do the porting for Switch. He had to have a development company do the porting for the Switch. And Nintendo is very tight with their intellectual property. So they do not let people mod for the Switch as far as I'm aware. The strawberry seeds are the best thing you get from the Egg Festival. Exactly. Let's be real. That's what I'm there for. I'm not there to hunt the eggs. I'm there for the strawberry seeds. I do feel like a lot of people prefer watching modded runs, though. It's the first question people ask when I play Stardew Valley on stream. That's interesting. And I think that falls under the same kind of thing. It's been out for 10 years. So people are bored of the base game because I've only been playing it for a year. They've been playing it for 10 years, And so they want to see something new. I get that. But I've only been playing it for a year. I haven't even seen the whole game yet. I'd gladly spend every penny to make more pennies. Yes, exactly. Go spend every last cent you have on strawberry seeds every spring. That is exactly how it goes. Don't even say mod near your Switch. Right. Nintendo does not play well with others. But Concerned Ape absolutely did try his best to make sure that it remained open source so that people could mod it at their will. Not unless you want your Switch bricked. Yep. Don't touch it. Don't mess with it. So much so that Concerned Ape recently donated, I think it was $120,000 to the open source framework that he swapped over to, and has made a monthly commitment to them, a monthly financial commitment, to make sure that they can remain open source for other indie developers to use. Professor, I want to stream a modded run, maybe some new sprites and features, nothing super intense though. I mean, go ham, do what you want, That's what's wonderful about it is The base game is here, and you can, at this point, customize it however you please. People have done all the work for you already. You can change absolutely anything. You can make everybody anime characters if you want. You can make everybody Pam if you want. If anyone's seen the all Pam, where even your horse is Pam. Furries? I'm sure there's a furries mod. There has to be a furries mod already, you know? Alright, we have successfully cleared. The Iridium Axe has made it easy, and we've successfully cleared the entire Cindersap forest. I draw the line at the horse being Pam. To be honest. Honestly, it's actually terrifying. It is a horrific sight. It's a horrific sight. I don't recommend it. If you don't like horror movies, do not search out the All Pam mod. Right, I don't even want to see it anymore. I saw it once, and I guess there's a certain novelty to that, but I never want to look at that ever again. It will haunt your dreams. Whoops. Excuse me. Oh no. I don't really have anything. I guess the holly. I'm willing to throw away the holly. We've already turned in a prehistoric hand axe. I'm willing to throw that away. Obviously, don't throw away something I haven't turned in yet. Enough procrastinating. Need to wash the dishes. Yes, I feel you. I feel you there. Let's just drink the cola. I feel you there. Sometimes you just gotta do it. For me, it's I put the Beatles on and go wash the dishes. If the Beatles are playing, I can do the chores. That's like my go-to. At this point, I feel like I may have psychologically conditioned myself to do chores when the Beatles comes on. But that's fine, Shadow. Excuse me. You don't even need to lurk because we're about done here. I've got to go take my lunch break, walk this dog, feed him, and then I'll be back with Core Keeper at 12. And there's our pass out. Let me adjust the counter. Okay. All right. There's a mod that puts Pam in the shipping bin. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. Now we're bringing in the money. All that row. Now we're bringing in the money. I've learned I can't do dishes when I listen to spicy books. Because I dropped my plate once because I got flustered. Oh, Millie, that is hilarious. That is hilarious. I love that. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing that bit of information. All right, we've finished another, so we're up to 16. We're up to 16 fish ponds now. We're making progress, guys. We're making progress. We're getting there, slowly but surely. All right. So there we go. We're really getting it. We're really getting it. Looking great. So let's all right. I'm gonna try to do this like actually correct today, okay? we're going to drop the raid messages in. First one's for followers, the second one's for subscribers. Hold on, I need to copy it myself. We're heading out right now. We're heading out right now. Okay, first one's for followers, second one's for subscribers. I've done the thing. No, no, Teeny Snail, do not spread the horror. Do not spread the horror, guys, don't do it. Okay, and who's up? Nyx is up, but she's just doing co-working and studying. So I think today, we're not going to raid out. I put the raid messages in, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and end it here. I don't have anyone that's playing games to send us to. So thank you for chilling with me. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for keeping me company. I appreciate you. Love you folks. And have a great day. I will be back in an hour with Core Keeper. Have a great day, guys.